Hi, I'm Christina, and I'm participating in the October 2022 Halloween Doomsday Challenge. We rolled 2 dice to find out what our challenge was. I rolled double 3, so my headings were Paranormal and Woods. Special thanks to fellow Aussie Retro Roboland for showing me what is possible. Alongside Retro is Crafty Ric and Model Railroader, who are the trio responsible for such an awesome challenge. Playing in the background is a fast forward of me making the mushrooms. Today I'm using an old Mont Mart Make'N'Bake Polymer Clay from my old stash to shape some mushroom shapes and using some basic tools. As this is the start of my scratch build journey, I started small with the mushrooms as a component of my larger diorama. As you can see here, I'm using a cheap plastic spatula to create grooves in the stems and underneath of the mushrooms. These materials are pretty new to me, so I find it an enjoyable experience to begin learning how to work with them. Here I'm testing the strength of the mushrooms after I've baked them, and I decide to make some more from the Fimo Kids Bake. This is a much softer clay bake to work with than the polymer clay, probably because it's designed for children. I find it hard to hold shapes as easily, but I'm happy to have a few floppy disk type of mushrooms. So now my range of mushrooms is baked and I'm ready to paint. I'm using a cheap Mont-Mart set of acrylic paints that my neighbour gifted me when she was having a clean out. I really didn't have a specific picture in mind of how these mushrooms would look once painted, so I just played like a kid till I was happy. I used a range of woody colours, yellow, green, tan and a reddish orange. I also ended up using some blue and was really surprised with the results. I was also happy I'd previously scored grooves in the stems and undersides, as this allowed the wet paint to run into them and create darker shadows. So here's my ready range of motley mushrooms, and let's get on to the glamour shots.